It has been 3 days in the lockdown. So, like I said, I went outside yesterday, and yeah, that was a very interesting experience. I went into detail about that last time, and I told myself that I wouldn't go outside today because, I went outside yesterday, don't want to risk my exposure, but I was running low on juice. Is that really a good reason to go outside and, I don't know, risk getting contaminated or whatever? No, but I don't want to be in a situation where I'm just drinking tap water, because I'm not a big fan of just plain tap water. So I go out, but I go out pretty late. I woke up around 10, and I plan to do some stuff, just stuff to entertain myself, play a couple games, draw a picture, I don't know. But I got really sleepy, so I slept in a lot, and I was like, damn, why am I so sleepy? My heater was on for a long time, and I've explained this to mom already, but the heater is either full blast or it's off, and I can't change that. So usually I turn it on, let the temperature rise a bit, turn it off, let it fall, and keep this sort of balance. But I forgot the balance, so it just went up, 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 up. It was really hot. I got dehydrated, I got tired, I fell asleep. So I lost like the whole day. Still needed to go get that juice. So yeah, I got naked. I got naked, and I got the juice as well, the actual juice. But it was very interesting, right? Because I went to Lidl yesterday, and I kind of went in, went out, easy business. Tesco was a little different. They had like a barrier, right? And two people are on the door, right? One side is only for going in, and one side is only for coming out. And like the store is sort of split like this in the inside too, with this makeshift like line. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I was fearful because, like I mentioned before, this would be a place to easily get contaminated, right? Because that's where people are going to be. They're gonna go get food. They have the people on the door, and they are very, very close as you walk past them. None of them were wearing masks, right? But I feel like they were sizing you up and down. I feel like if you showed a trace of anything, like a cough or a sneeze or anything like that, I feel like they would just be like, get out. just get out, right? And I got a bit of a cough anyway, but that's not anything to do with corona. That's just my poor health. So I'm like, yikes, okay, I better be as healthy as possible right now. As I walk past, and I get through, it was all fine. The person behind me got stopped. I don't know if they got in or not. It looked like they were having banter, but again, they were stopped, so I don't really know that situation. But then I got to look at more people, right? Not out in the streets, inside the shopping center, and half of them are like, masked, like I said before. I saw a couple of people with gloves on, like standing, like the blue, gloves, because, just in case, right? And, everyone's still doing the whole distancing thing. It's just kind of more of the same, really. It's just, I was closer, But I was a little surprised that Tesco were doing that versus Lidl, which one? And I know Lidl's a smaller shop, but I feel like they would have taken the same sort of actions or precautions. But whatever. I remember hearing that the government saying that places shouldn't exploit this whole pandemic with like prices changing, like special offers or turning up prices for things people need and so on and so forth. So all the prices were just like normal as always, which, I mean, it's good for us. It did surprise me a bit, but again, I guess if it's the law, they can't really do much about it, can they? So yeah, I just went shopping for a few things, and it was just that, really. Then I just got home, ate, and then I hung out with the boys, like I said I was gonna do. I've actually only started this one late because I've just finished hanging out with them. And, played the games, had a few laughs, did what we do as the boys. And it was a good time, very good time. Like it always is. Every Thursday is just, the time where we get to be nerds and have fun. And all the other problems in life kind of mostly fade away. We just get to be ourselves and be funny. And that hasn't stopped. No pandemic is going to stop us from being as nerdy as we can. Yeah, it was beautiful. They really brought me up. It's always been a pickup, my society. Admittedly, my weeks don't tend to be, good. But then every Thursday, it's like a lifesaver. I love having my hobby, and I love having my club, and I'll never stop saying that. So yeah, that's what we did. Playing some games and just talking. It's good. Oh, it's kind of funny, right? Because the game Animal Crossing released not that long ago. And of course it releases around the time of a pandemic, right? The premise of the game, long story short, is to live a sort of dream life on an island paradise sort of thing. Very basic, right? So now a lot of people are like, well, if we can't enjoy our real lives out there, we're gonna enjoy our virtual lives in here. And there's some funny drawings of how cool the avatars look in game, but in reality it's just nerds while the world is on fire, all this chaos and stuff. And God, I just find it funny, man. It's also been a time where I've realized once again that there's a bit of a dynamic difference, I guess, between myself and others, and I don't really fully understand why. I feel like most people I interact with, I don't like making generalizations, right? Because that's dangerous. You can't, just generalize entire groups of people. But the people that I tend to hang around with, both online and offline, I feel like, is petty the right word? Are they petty? They worry about things that I don't, which is usually dumb stuff, like following a fashion trend, or I don't know. They're like, oh, look at this person, he spoke to her. I don't care, honestly. Not to be rude, it's probably a big deal for them, but it doesn't matter to me, And I don't know, seeing online dramas, seeing dramas outside with people in the streets and stuff, it's really draining. But it's oddly comforting as well, because we're in a pandemic, right? And people have been inside for God knows how long, right? Some people it's been a month. But people are still people. They're still worrying about useless nonsense, and they're still still being as dumb as ever, right? So yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why people, something happens and you just have to constantly repeat that it happened over and over and over again. If it's either a relationship thing or something at home. But if people are worrying about things that small, then I guess the global pandemic isn't that big of a deal. And that's weirdly good, people aren't freaking out so much. I think life with the pandemic is starting to normalize. So I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's good. People aren't freaking out about being indoors anymore, and it's just become part of life. Yeah, I think that's good. The boys didn't want to say hi, Mom. Well, I mean, I think they did, but I didn't remind them. Thankfully, not anything against them. Like I said, I love them, but I don't think they're gonna behave themselves. We're young men, man. We're rowdy, and we say a bunch of dumb stuff. That's just how we are. And obviously, they're strangers to you. They're not gonna hold you in the same respect or regard as I do. So, you know. Yeah, I guess this is all I have to report. Will I edit this one? Probably not. I just want to get it out there. It's a late one. And I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Tomorrow I'll go outside. Probably. And, I don't know. I'll look at ducks, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. I'll see you then. Yay! I need my arms to turn off the video. Bye. I'm really bad at ending.